After 2020, we were anxious to get back to the Grand Canyon. Jared and my next trip was in February 2021. We did a cold down and up, but we were happy to be back. We were again training and getting ready for the next 16-hour attempt at R3 in May. It was a pretty cold day with ice on the trail, but we were able to do down and up right around 6 hours, so we were feeling pretty optimistic. Our training had been paying off, and we felt like we were on track to be able to meet our goal of 16 hours on R3, so we just kept at it. Jared has documented each one of these trips with a video, and I'll place each of them in the description. We would continue to do our individual training during the weeks and do our long runs together on Saturdays when we could. So even though it was a 4-hour drive each way to the Grand Canyon, we like to have a down and up be our Saturday long run when possible. We would normally drive there on Friday evening, then do the training run on Saturday morning, and drive home Saturday afternoon. So on May 1st, we went again to do the South Kaibab and Bright Angel, plus some extra miles in the box to get ready for our R3 attempt on May 21st. Going down the South Kaibab Trail is going down a steep, approximately 7-mile trail that descends around 4,800 feet to the river. You're constantly going down. It's like hiking down 3,000 stairs of random sizes, so it's tough on the body. But it's also a beautiful red rock trail with majestic views and ends with the Black Bridge at the Colorado River. At the bottom of the Grand Canyon, about a half mile from the Colorado River, is a little area called Phantom Ranch. It's usually a nice place to take a little rest, and there's a store there where you can buy snacks, you get minor supplies, and you can get the famous lemonade. On this trip, we added some miles in the box. The box is a narrow, sun-trapping gorge on the North Kaibab Trail. The walls on each side just extend up like hundreds of feet. It goes about 3 to 4 miles north of Phantom Ranch and extends northward towards the Cottonwood Campground. The Bright Angel Creek flows through the box, and the trail follows the creek and crosses the creek several times on these cool bridges. These are some spots that are very beautiful. So May 1st is Evelyn's birthday. So I decided to make some happy birthday videos to send to her. Happy birthday from the Grand Canyon. Happy birthday from the Grand Canyon. There you go. Happy birthday from the Grand Canyon. There you go. Happy birthday from the Grand Canyon. The views from the other side of the box towards the south rim are some of my favorite. So a typical down and up with just South Kaibab and Bright Angel was right around 17 miles. But with the added portion through the box and back, our total was 31 miles, and we did it in about 11 hours. In 2021, we had many of the same team members, but we had recruited new friends and family as participants on the Grand Canyon team. The big day had come again. On May 21st, my nephew Nathan was also now part of our team, and he would do R3 with us. We had really trained, and we had learned so much from our other trips. We were well prepared. Jared's wife, Allie, and some of his family came to cheer us on. Jared, Nathan, and I headed out early on May 21st from the South Kaibab trailhead. Carlene and Steven did rim to rim from north to south, and CJ stayed at the north rim and crewed for us. As we came across Carlene and Steven, we were able to stop and visit with them. It was great to see them.
How are you guys doing? Yeah, JV squad. JV squad. CJ's phone doesn't work, so he has mine.
Okay.
No, so you guys should have some soup waiting for you guys when you guys get up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone's surprised.
We just needed to find water.
We just ran into Steve and Carlene. They're coming down to north to south.
It's always fun to see family and team members in the bottom of the Grand Canyon encouraging each other and just enjoying time together. Hey, so it's about 8 o'clock and I'm on this little incline down towards Cottonwood. Almost to Cottonwood, not doing too bad. With that knee I twisted a few days ago, it's bothering me. We'll see how it does. I'm a little worried about it, but I'm still 95%, so we'll see. Doing good. See ya. This is that portion of the box that I really enjoy. I really like how beautiful it is there. It's just the beautiful light green trees and the creek flowing through, and it's like a cool oasis. Many times we stop here and put our feet in the water and just get cooled off and try to get refreshed here. Just a really cool place. Jared and Nathan and I got to the North Rim in 8 hours and 5 minutes. That's a pretty good time. If you want to do 16 hours, we had kind of estimated that we needed to get there in like 7.5 to 8 hours to be able to have time to get back in the total of 16. So we felt like we were doing pretty good. CJ took care of us, made us hot soup at the North Rim. So I ended up deciding to ride back with CJ, and Jared and Nathan made the long trek back from the North Rim back to the South Rim. Is about 26 miles. So Jared and Nathan finished in 17 hours and 31 minutes. So there was still some frustration and disappointment. We hadn't met the 16-hour goal that we had worked for years. But we kept going. We kept trying. On September 18th of 2021, we did a down and up with 3 new team members. My brother Joe finally was back in the Grand Canyon after 36 years. He and I had done rim to rim to rim in 1984. Now he was back, and he was really happy to be there. I also invited my friend Rob Cruz. Rob is a track runner who's very fit, and he recently hiked to the top of Pico de Orizaba, which is the highest peak in Mexico, at 18,500 feet. This was his first time to hike the Grand Canyon, and he definitely had no issues. Jared brought his son Jacob. It was good to see them hike the Grand Canyon together. This was Jacob's first time. The 5 of us did a South Kaibab to Bright Angel down and up. When we got finished at the Bright Angel trailhead, we got hit with some nice hard rain. Jared documented this trip with a video. I'll put the link in the description. This video is really cool. It's a nice one with the new guys there and with the rain, and then with Joe finishing at the end after having not been there for 36 years. So we ended up not doing an R3 attempt in the fall of 2021. On October 5th, 2021, I went with my friend Mike Snodgrass and did a rim to rim from north to south. Joe drove us and supported us. He also did some hiking down to the 3 Mile House from the Bright Angel Trailhead after he had drove around to the South Rim.
Good morning, Joe here, October 2nd. It's been a great morning. Early this morning I dropped off Carl and Mike at the North Rim. They took off a few minutes after 6. I drove around from from the North Rim to the South Rim, Bright Angel. Just came out the Bright Angel trailhead. I took the opportunity to, after driving around from the North Rim to the South Rim, I went ahead and went down to the 3 Mile station.
So I'm in between Indian Gardens and the 3 Mile Rest House. Just grinding and grinding. Just keep grinding, grind. That's what this is all about. This beautiful view.
Here comes Mike. Yay! High five, Mike. Oh, well done. Well done.
Rim to rim?
Yeah.
Good job. You made it.
Here comes Carl. He's on the move. Bring it home. Go, Carl. Woo! Woo!
Video.
And just hold
Sweet,
it so we
just-
can all be
and
in
we're
the
gonna
video.
talk.
Just hold it. We're gonna
Oh.
talk.
Ryan, turn around.
No, you're perfect.
Yep.
We got it the other way.
Awesome.
Yeah, there we go. We're all in there now. All right, so we're done. Finished north to south. Did it in 8 hours and what was it? 8 hours and 40 minutes, and you were about 8 hours.
Oh, it was an hour and a half.
I was following you the whole way, trying to keep up.
She did it fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're done. It was awesome. Great day.